Well, good evening and welcome to the Upland Chamber of Commerce and City of Upland State of the City Address. My name is Andrew Benke and I am the Chairman of the Board of Directors for the Upland Chamber. Let's give a big thank you to the Royal Banquet Hall for providing such an outstanding venue for tonight's event. I mean, truly, who would have thought this was in Upland? I didn't know this was here a year ago until we stumbled upon it, and what a great place to hold a big event. So at this moment, can I ask everyone to please stand? I'm sorry that you're still eating. If you could remain standing through the invocation and the presentation of the colors in our national anthem. To do our invocation tonight is Senior Pastor Tommy Morrow from Victory Community Church in Upland, a wonderful man and a good friend.
Good evening. I learned to stand up to be seen, speak up to be heard, and to shut up to be appreciated. I do want to ask that you pardon me. We have a training going on, and so I'm going to have to leave, and I won't be able to hear our beloved mayor's speech, but I will catch it on video. Join me for a word of prayer. Eternal God, we thank you for the privilege of prayer and the opportunity to assemble in this place. We acknowledge your sovereign grace and peace among people of various hues, various traditions, various socioeconomic statuses, various religious practices. We thank you for the opportunity to come together to hear the state of our city address. We ask your divine favor to rest upon our beloved Mayor, Mayor Stone. We pray, Father, that you will speak to her heart as she speaks to us. We ask that your presence permeate this place and help us to be better people. Thank you for the work of all of those who work in and for and with our city, the city of Upland. And with respect to all other religious traditions and faith, I ask this prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Morrow. And if I can have Upland Boy Scout Troop 614 present the colors and lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance.
Color Guard, attention. Color Guard, advance. All those in uniform, salute by the numbers. Those not in uniform, place your right hand over the heart. 1. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Color Guard, prepare to post the colors. Color Guard, post the colors. Color Guard, salute by the numbers. 1, 2. Color Guard dismissed.
And thank you, Upland Boy Scout Troop 614. And to sing our national anthem tonight is the lovely and talented Darla Fox.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight parts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Thank you. He's got to turn me back up. You may be seated. Thank you. That was a great job, Darla. You should be singing for the opening night at the Angels or the Dodgers. I do want to take time to thank our sponsors this evening. Our presenting sponsor, Burtech Waste Industries. Our distinguished sponsors, San Antonio Regional Hospital and Doubletree by Hilton Claremont. Illustrious sponsors, Inland Productivity Solutions, Mountain View Chevrolet, and our table sponsors, Chaffee Federal Credit Union, Citrus Valley Association of Realtors, City of Upland, Diversified Pacific Communities, Metropolitan Water District, San Bernardino County Fire Department, San Bernardino County Supervisor 4th District Kurt Hagman, Southern California Edison, Southern California Gas Company, Spinnaker Loans, Upland Police Management Association, Upland Police Officers Association, and last but not least, the Upland Unified School District. I'll also introduce our dignitaries at this time. Mayor Stone will be introducing the City Council and staff at a later time in the presentation. We have with us tonight Rancho Cucamonga Councilwoman Christine Scott. I know I saw her. Stand and be recognized. Montclair City Council Member Bill Rue. Chino Hills Council Member and District Director for San Bernardino County Kurt Hagman, or Supervisor Kurt Hagman, Pete Rogers. Peter Rogers, sorry, not Pete. Deputy District Director Enrique Robles, Office of the Congress Member Judy Chu. A representative from the Office of Congress Member Pete Aguilar, Danny Mia. Whatever. I'm sorry. I'll talk to you about that later, Danny. Representative from San Bernardino County 2nd District Supervisor's Office, Janice Rutherford, Stephanie Rose, and Amiali Figueroa. We have representatives from San Bernardino County 4th District Supervisor Kurt Hagman's office. We have Suzette Dang and Ruby Long. We have the CEO of San Antonio Regional Hospital, Harris Koenig, and Upland Unified School District Superintendent Dr. Nancy Kelly. In attendance, we also have the Upland Unified School District Board of Education, Jack Young, Linda Agona, sorry, Linda, Wes Fifield, Robert Bennett, and Mary Locke. Also in attendance is former Upland Mayor Ray Musser and Planning Commissioner Carolyn Anderson. And I know we do have several representatives from the Metropolitan Water District and other areas, but we would be up here way too long, but we do not want to slight you in the least. And I can introduce the Upland Chamber Board of Directors, if I can have you please stand. Terry DeMarco. Dave Powers, who is not here. Eric Hansen. Cheryl Bailey. Dory Ferranto. Richard Mayo. David Garthwaite, who's running our audio back here. Chris Alanese. Susan Caniglio. Mike Donaldson. Joe Engraff. Lisa McKay. Sid Robinson. Jeff Rupp. And John Tarrant. And if I can ask our ambassador team to stand so I can also thank you and recognize you as well. They're the ones that do a lot of the heavy lifting at our events. Thank you very much for all you do. And I do want to introduce our Ambassador of the Year, Maria Glasheen from Upland Foothill Kiwanis. And our directors for the ambassador team is Matt Reynoso and Melba Ray. See you guys in the back there. So let's go ahead and get our program started. Our first speaker this evening is Dr. Nancy Kelly. Dr. Nancy Kelly is currently in her 36th year as an educator. Nancy has served as an instructional aide, counselor, assistant principal, middle school and high school principal, director, assistant superintendent, adjunct professor, and has served as the superintendent of schools in Upland since 2013. She earned an Associates of Arts degree from Long Beach City College, a Bachelor of Arts degree from San Diego State University, a Master of Science degree from Purdue University, and a doctoral degree from UC Irvine and UCLA. Wow, that's pretty impressive. And she's an unrelenting student advocate. Nancy believes that educators have the responsibility to ensure that the needs of all kids are met and that every child has the opportunity to achieve their dreams. So without further ado, Nancy Kelly.
Thank you. It's hard to believe I'm just completing my 6th year as superintendent in Upland. I remember back then having a meeting with the city and with the hospital about ways that we could collaborate on behalf of the citizens that we serve. Of course, I was interested in our students and as well as the citizens of Upland, and it's just amazing to say today the incredible collaboration that we have with both the city and with the hospital. And I first want to start by talking about our collaboration with the hospital. Baltazar is amazing. We now have somebody in Salt Lake City presenting on the Upland model of the collaboration that exists between the hospital and our students at Upland High in our Health Careers Pathway. We just opened our new Health Careers Pathway classroom. It's amazing, it's state of the art, and our 400 and some students in that pathway are benefiting from that on a daily basis. I also want to thank our students that are here tonight. Raise your hand from Upland TV. Those students are engaged in our television broadcasting pathway at the high school, and they do all kinds of events like this to serve the community. So I'm really proud of the fact that in Upland, we really do have a balanced approach to make sure that the needs of our students who want to enter into a career pathway are met, as well as those students who want to go to college. And that's been our focus. And we have several career pathways now for our vocational arts students, and many of our college prep students are also engaged in those pathways. We also have an emphasis on physical fitness and making sure that our students are eating healthy. I say this all the time, that we serve in our cafeterias what our students should be eating, not necessarily what they want to be eating. And so we're introducing them to locally sourced produce. We have community gardens in our schools that's also providing produce for our cafeterias, and those are student and adult run. Also over at Hillside High School, we have a really beautiful community garden there, as well as chickens and other animals. And we're growing produce in that as well, also run by students. In terms of the social and emotional needs of our students, I'm really proud to say that we continue to expand our mental health opportunities for our students. We have 6 licensed mental health clinicians within the district walls that are providing services for our students on a daily basis. I also want to talk a little bit about what keeps me up at night. If you would have told me 10 or 15 years ago that social media would be impacting my professional day to the degree that it is today, I wouldn't have believed you. Social media can do some really good things, but social media can also harm. And we're talking to our students right now just about the fact that words hurt, and to be really careful before they decide to post something on social media. We're also proud of our students, though, because they're also monitoring social media and letting us know when students are in need of some help. I have to mention the collaboration that we have with the Upland Police Department. I do not know what we would do without the collaboration that we have. I want to thank Darren Goodman, Marcelo Blanco, our school resource officer, Carla Landivar, and all of you who help us on a daily basis. It's so nice for me to be able to say that when I call Darren or Marcelo, they answer the phone. And they know that I'm not calling just to chat, I'm calling likely because I need something. And they've been so responsive in helping us. We had an incident happen at the high school the other day, and the response from Upland PD was just simply remarkable, and it was a relief to all of us. So thank you to all of you for everything that you do every single day. I also have to thank the school board because they really are, they stand up for what is best for kids, and they allow us to implement that vision at our schools. So thank you, school board, for being here tonight and for supporting all of our efforts. I do appreciate it. I also want to say thank you to Lauren Sanchez, who is here. He is a former superintendent in Upland, and he has been an incredible support to me for the past 6 years. And I also have to thank Randall Lewis, who has been a partner with the school district for the past several years. And I can't tell you the countless ways in which he has donated to help us realize our vision for the school district in student programs. Without him, hundreds of students would not be able to go on college field trips. Without him, we wouldn't have this partnership with the hospital. Without him, we would not have a partnership with the University of Laverne and Cal Poly Pomona. I could go on, but thank you, Randall. And again, I just want to thank you for having me here tonight. I'm proud to serve as the superintendent of schools in Upland. We will continue to do everything that we can do to provide the best education possible for kids. Thank you.
And thank you, Dr. Kelly, for all you do for Upland students. Our next speaker tonight is from the San Antonio Regional Hospital. Harris Koenig was appointed as President and Chief Executive Officer at San Antonio Regional Hospital in June of 2011. During his tenure, he developed and opened a new outpatient campus in Eastvale, California, and completed the recently opened 200,000 square foot addition of the hospital and entered into multifaceted affiliation arrangement with the City of Hope Comprehensive Cancer Center in Duarte, California, for the further development of cancer services in the Empire. Mr. Koenig has more than 40 years of comprehensive healthcare experience, including strategic development, healthcare policy, and hospital operations. He has served in several executive positions and is passionate about the quality and patient safety, and has a reputation for building programs and growing services. He also serves on several boards and currently serves on the board of the Hospital Association of Southern California, the Inland Empire Economic Partnership, and the California Healthcare Insurance Company, a risk retention group. He has represented the Hospital Association on the ICEMA-EMCC and serves on the Hospital Association Inland Region EMS Ad Hoc Committee. Harris, the mic is now yours.
Thank you very much. I'd like to, before I get started, I'd like to just make a few comments to follow on to Nancy's comments. We have such a great relationship with the school district, and the model that we have collaboratively assembled is not only being shared in places that I just found out about, but will be broadening within the region under the auspices of the Lewis Healthy Communities Institute, which is an organization formed based on the gift of Randall Lewis to the hospital. And so it's through that great gift that we're able to continue in this great work in the community to not just take care of sick people, but try to create healthy communities and pathways for our youth into healthcare careers. So we're so glad to have the collaborations that we have. I too would like to thank police and fire. Chief, I spoke to you earlier. It's not unusual for a large place where a lot of people gather to have unusual incidents occur. And one such event happened about 3 months ago. And before I could get to my post, we were in contact with the police. They were already set up in the park across the street. That's how fast they responded. And we're so grateful for the support of the police and for fire here locally. Thank you very much. Sometimes when I talk a bit about our programs and our progress and those kinds of things, and there's some new faces in the audience, and I thought I'd just take an opportunity to give you a little bit of history about San Antonio Regional Hospital, because I'm not sure that everyone has the perspective of who we are. Yeah, it's the place where you can go have your baby or come to the emergency room if you're sick or you twisted your ankle. Hopefully you'd use an urgent care if you twisted your ankle, not the emergency room, but that's another story. But we've, later this year, we'll mark 112 years of serving this community. We are a freestanding, not-for-profit, public benefit corporation. There are no stockholders. Every penny that we earn is reinvested in this community. All the money that we raise is reinvested in this community, and we can't do our work without the tremendous collaboration that we enjoy from this community. And we certainly, in the years that come, and I'll speak a little bit about what may be on the horizon, we certainly can't survive without the ongoing collaboration with the community that we serve. Our mission has always been to improve the health and well-being of the people we serve. We're very blessed to be in a community that actually is growing and thriving, and we're grateful that we've been supported by people's time, by their talent, and by their financial resources. Today we have over 2,400 paid team members, as well as many physicians and volunteers, which pushes our care team well over 3,000 strong. Unlike many hospitals that I've served at, and many hospitals in many communities where employees are commuting long distances to come to work, the members of our care team, for the most part, live in this community. This is not only where they work, it's where they live, it's where they raise their children, it's where they engage in community service, and it's where they seek their health care because they feel comfortable that they're in the hands of friends and family. As one of the largest employers in the city of Upland, the hospital has a significant impact on the local economy. That impact is measured as $750 million every year. $750 million every year of impact. In the last 8 years, the hospital has invested over $250 million in capital expenditures to expand services both on our campus and in the broader region. Just as the communities in the Inland Empire continue to grow, the hospital is expanding. We opened the Vineyard Tower in 2017 because we had a critical need to expand our emergency room and our critical care beds. And so that was a significant expansion. And we're very, very excited about the fact that we're about to open our new medical office building on campus that will house not only our consolidated outpatient services, but also represents the next phase and the most visible element of our multifaceted relationship with the City of Hope. The Cancer Center, which will occupy the entire first floor of the building, will offer medical oncology, surgical oncology, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy. We know the challenges that people face when they are faced with a diagnosis of cancer. We know what their loved ones face. And by having this care local and close to home, it will really mean tremendous, it'll have a tremendous impact on the lives of those being treated and their caregivers. Our multifaceted relationship with the City of Hope is based upon a shared vision to provide cancer patients in our community with the specialized care they need close to home. We are already serving hundreds of people who would have otherwise had to leave the area to go to Los Angeles or go to Orange County. They can receive that care right here in Upland at our hospital. The flagship of our health system is here, San Antonio Regional Hospital, located in Upland, and we're proud to be part of this community, where we work hand in hand with a variety of stakeholders to create a healthier community. Sometimes people talk to me about health policy and what's going on in the health arena. I think with our new governor, I know, because it's been stated that there's going to be a tremendous focus on enhancing access to healthcare services, which we certainly support, but there's also going to be a big focus on the affordability of healthcare. A portion of that is going to relate to the seismic requirements. There was just a report released by the Rand Corporation today that was talking about the impacts going forward of the seismic requirements that hospitals have to meet by 2030, and the estimates are tens of billions of dollars of capital expenditures that'll be needed to meet those requirements, and the report is questioning whether that's a rational investment when we've spent tens of billions to get us to the point where hospitals are generally safe from a structural standpoint. Should we be spending more to make them withstand an 8.0 earthquake? We can think about lots of disasters and where they are, and does each and every hospital have to meet those high standards? I'm not certain that's a wise expenditure when we're going to face a burgeoning demand for healthcare services and the need to address healthcare in a way that we've started at San Antonio, trying to keep people out of the hospital and work to have healthier communities. That's where our investments need to be, not in bricks and mortar. At the federal level, there's been a little noise about that in the past few days. The Texas court last year ruled that the Affordable Care Act was unconstitutional based on the notion that the individual mandate and the elimination of the fees created the situation where the entirety of 2,000 pages of legislation could get thrown out. That case, the administration, the Justice Department has indicated that it's going to join in to that court case at the Court of Appeals in New Orleans. Take this for what it's worth, and it's probably not worth a whole lot. I think it's going to the Supreme Court. And I think even in the context of that provision itself being problematic, I think it's going to be hard not to see that those portions of that multidimensional bill will render the rest of the 1,998 pages irrelevant. So I think it'll go there, and notwithstanding the makeup of the court, that the court will probably rule in that, but we'll see. We could all place bets on that, but at any rate, it'll be interesting to watch, if nothing else. I want to thank you all for the opportunity to present to you tonight. It's an honor to have been selected to be able to share with you. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to run, so I may not be around to take questions, but thank you all so much for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks again, Harris, and thank you for running such a fine facility. It's literally saved my life, so I definitely have a good tie to San Antonio Regional Hospital. Without further ado, I'm going to bring up our fine Mayor Debbie Stone, and she's going to introduce the council members and city staff.
Good evening, everyone. It is so amazing to see so many of you here in attendance this evening. I'd like to welcome you to the Upland State of the City 2019. First, let me start by thanking the Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event. And the Chamber hosts the best events ever, if you've been to any of them. And a big thank you to the Royal Banquet Hall for welcoming us to your beautiful facility. This place is amazing and quite a hidden gem in the city of Upland. Thank you all for attending tonight. Each and every one of you make Upland a special community and the best place to live, work, and raise a family. I am fortunate to have the honor of serving as your mayor. It takes a team to keep our amazing city moving forward, and I'd like to introduce you to that team who works very hard for you. First, I would like to introduce Mayor Pro Tem Janice Elliott, Council Member Ricky Felix, Council Member Rudy Zuniga, Council Member Bill Velto, our City Manager Jeanette Vagnosi, Public Works Director Rosemary Horning, Police Chief Darren Goodman, Assistant Fire Chief Jeff Birchfield, Acting Director of Administrative Services Londa Brock-Helms, Development Services Director Robert Dahlquist, and last but not least, our City Manager, Jim Markman. City Attorney, I'm sorry. I'm looking right at you. This is your leadership team. Thank you all for everything that you do. Let's also recognize all the city employees who are here tonight. Please stand if you are a city employee. Thank you all so much for what you do for our city. Each year, the State of the City is an opportunity to give a status report on the city. To really give a status report, we need to remind ourselves of how far we've come in recent years. 8 years ago, we were in a deep financial crisis, and our economy was at a very low point. We were in the process of reducing our staff and trying to find a way to keep our city afloat. It took all of us working together to bring us from that very low point to a much better place today. Our hard work is paying off. With your patience, cooperation, and support, we now have a 17.5% operating reserve and are well on our way to our goal of 25%. We have added public safety personnel and focused on economic development so that we could sustain these financial improvements. To borrow a famous quote, it has taken a village to get where we are today, but we must still do better. We need to secure funding for our aging infrastructure. We need to address the needs of our employees so that we can maintain our dedicated staff. We need to make our community safer so that Upland is always a place you want to call home. However, we must be cautious. We have worked hard to get where we are, and every step forward we will take, we will measure against our financial stability. The decisions we must The decisions we make today must create a legacy for future generations that they will look back with pride. Together we can do anything. We have proven that time and time again. I love Upland. I am proud of our accomplishments. Let's take a look at some of them.
Businesses are opening at an ever-increasing rate, and the City of Gracious Living is waking up filled with dynamic growth and optimism. Upland is attracting new generations, previously enchanted by the charms of the quaint little city. Bob Dahlquist, former quarterback for the Upland High School Highlanders, and the new City of Upland's Development Services Manager, is back to Highlander country.
Hi, Robert Dahlquist here, Development Services Director with the City of Upland. We're comprised of 3 divisions: planning, building and safety, and housing and economic development. Our department is responsible for facilitating the physical and economic development at the city.
Hi, I'm Amy Valdivia, the branch manager of the Upland office for American Financial Network, and I'm an Upland resident. There's been so much talk over the course of last year about development. Can you tell me what new development has come to the city, as well as what do we have to look forward to in the future?
With department stores closing up nationwide, 2018, Upland's Development Services Department facilitated the commercial, industrial, office, and residential expansions.
The thing that I've noticed the most is just the community's excitement about us being here. It's all positive. Things are looking upland. Us being here is a really positive step forward for the Inland Empire. We strive for at 365 is value and then convenience for the shopper. We want shoppers to be able to come in and get what they need and get home and take care of their families as quickly as possible.
Sweet Obsession Cheesecakes Cafe made downtown Upland their home with the opening of their first destination gourmet cheesecake cafe located at 220 East A Street. The cafe had its grand opening in September of 2018 and occupies 1,200 square feet of space within the historic Santa Fe Depot and adjacent to the Metrolink station. Wood Investments completed a major renovation in 2018 of the Upland Village Center on 12.9 acres located at Foothill Boulevard and Euclid Avenue.
We've just gotten a lot of support from the community, the chamber, and everybody here. We've found that Upland really has a spirit of community here, and they've just spread the word and brought a lot of business to us. We're definitely excited with the sister businesses that have been coming in. It's been bringing more traffic. We're super excited. It's a good time.
New businesses recently opened to the center, including Burlington, Mod Pizza, Chop Stop, the new Ross Dress for Less store, and Raising Cane's. In the summer of 2018, CNC Motors opened its new 48,708 square foot exotic auto dealership, built on a 3.5-acre site located on 20th Street, just west of Campus Avenue in the Colonies at San Antonio's Pacific Plan area.
Upland is where our company actually started. Me and my family moved to Upland in 1990. Myself and my brother, who are the owners, actually both graduated from Upland High. We have noticed that the city's been growing, the colonies and all the new development here along Baseline Road and in downtown Upland, I think speak for themselves. Our business is getting bigger and better because of our location here in Upland.
In October of 2018, In-N-Out Burger had its grand opening event for its second site in Upland, located on the southeast corner of Campus and 20th Street.
We've been in business in Upland since 1987, down on our Foothill location, and we wanted to expand and put another location across from the shopping center that's just south of us. In-N-Out Burger loves the city of Upland, and the city of Upland's been fantastic with us. From our customers, the city officials, just really enjoying that we're part of something special in Upland.
Currently under construction is a new 2-story San Antonio Regional Hospital medical office building consisting of a 59,700 square foot facility located at the southeast corner of San Bernardino Road and 11th Avenue. The City of Hope will operate a cancer treatment center. The Courtyards is a new residential project by Diversified Pacific and is under construction, containing 66 detached residential condominium units. on an 8.48-acre site within the Upland Hills Golf Course. The new development will be built on excess golf course property northeast of the intersection of 16th Street and Upland Hills Drive North. Watt Companies is currently constructing a residential development at the Colonies at San Antonio. The development concerns 48 townhome units on a 3.05-acre site located at the northeast corner of Campus Avenue and Colonies Parkway. Currently under construction is the development of 145 single-family detached homes in the Sycamore Hills Specific Plan area, located north of Baseline Road at the 210 freeway by home builder Taylor Morrison. The development is just east of Sycamore Hills Plaza. In late 2018, MBK Homes received approval for a 74-unit live-work project. Construction of the project was completed late last year. The project is located at the southeast corner of Central Avenue and 11th Street.
My name is Rosemary Horning. I am the Director and Chief Engineer for the City of Upland Public Works Department. Our department takes our responsibility seriously to ensure that Upland is serviced and maintained in a manner that keeps it safe, beautiful, and that promotes a sense of pride from both the residents and business owners alike. 2018 was a year that witnessed major strides, with a number of projects completed that will enhance the community of Upland for years to come.
Hi, I'm Ron Stark. I own Voice Marketing and Printing Services located right in the heart of downtown Upland, and I'm a resident of Upland as well. One of the things I love most about our city is how beautiful it is. So with our funding challenges and our aging infrastructure, what are we doing to keep Upland beautiful and the city of gracious living?
Citrus Park is proud to showcase new playground equipment, which also includes ADA features, making it more feasible for families who have children with disabilities to enjoy the amenities our community parks have to offer, while enhancing Upland's appeal to families with children overall. Our community's popular bicycle trail, 8.1 miles of alleyways and roads local to the Colonies, west of Colonies Parkway and Tanglewood Avenue, were improved with slurry seal treatment. This process seals cracks, restores lost flexibility to the pavement surface, provides a deep, rich black pavement surface color, and helps to preserve the underlying pavement structure. A big boost for those in Upland who value having a sense of a community connection. As Upland's business and residential landscape expands, it's also important to ensure that the beauty and charm that the city of Upland's landscape is known for is maintained and cared for. We are pleased to share with you that 6,289 trees north of the 210 freeway were inspected and maintained over 2018. Beautification of Upland is important, with city care and maintenance of all of our community's trees being an annual assessment.
Jeff Birchfield. I'm the Assistant Chief to San Bernardino County Fire. I'm assigned to the West Valley Division, which encompasses Fontana and Upland. One of our goals is to maintain that small town feel. Even though we are a large fire department, Upland is a small town still, and they had their small town fire department prior. Our goal has been to make it seamless and make them see that they still have that small town department. They have a direct point of contact, which is me, that functions as that fire chief. We have a battalion chief here daily that acts in that position in my absence, and our members are given expectations to continue to provide an exceptional level of service.
Hello, my name is Mark Heffernan. I'm the owner of Pacific Wine Merchants in downtown Upland, as well as a longtime resident of nearly 40 years. First of all, my family and I would like to thank you for your service. But with the record rainfall in the area, we have the concerns of a potential for a severe fire season and would like to know what plans and preparations are being made.
Operating under the umbrella of the San Bernardino County Fire Department affords the city of Upland the benefit of having access to greater resources, inclusive of a regionalized benefit, should a large-scale incident local to the city of Upland require it. Upland now has the ability to draw in reinforcement quickly without needing permission, unlike some other cities. 2018 witnessed the addition of a brush engine to its Upland fire engine inventory, which enables Upland firefighters to be better prepared should the vegetation in the local foothills present a threat to the local community. Upland's local firefighting units are also well aware of the importance of technology when it comes to being prepared to take action when needed. Each fire apparatus includes iPads, which provide quick access for mapping, social media, news, and any additional information needed at their fingertips that helps to ensure quick and efficient service to Upland residents. The introduction of the PulsePoint APP has enabled the Upland community to work as partners with the fire department, which has resulted in actual CPR saves by the community prior to the arrival on site by the fire department. Maintaining and keeping a strong community presence ranks high within the culture of our local fire department. They are committed to taking a hands-on approach in connecting directly with the Upland community through active participation in local events hosted throughout the community.
Hello, my name is Susan Caniglio, owner of La Villa Bella San Antonio and Starstruck Events, both businesses located in the city of Upland. Being an ex-law enforcement officer, public safety is very important to me. With a new police chief stepping in, what is the city initiating in order to keep our businesses and our residents safer?
My name is Darren Goodman, and I'm the Chief of Police for the City of Upland. To help our Upland residents and business owners truly feel that Upland PD is their partner when it comes to keeping Upland safe, we implemented a number of department changes and improvements in 2018. Improving quality of life, operational effectiveness, and increasing community engagement has allowed Upland PD to make tremendous progress in this year, and we are on the move.
The launch of our department's Impact Team has been welcomed with a resounding vote of support from both our Upland community as well as our Upland PD department personnel. Our Impact Team is comprised of a combination of detectives and officers who address quality of life issues throughout the city, helping our residents and business owners to feel that much more safe in Upland. In addition to making 92 arrests of criminal vagrants as of 12/2 of 2018, the Impact Team has made contact with more than 100 homeless individuals and has assisted with locating housing for those who wanted help. Just a couple of their many achievements thus far. The creation of our Special Investigations Unit, SIU, provides an infrastructure that supplies additional support that aids the department in closing active investigations in a shorter period of time. Along with conducting narcotics and organized crime investigations, SIU also handles investigations dealing with such serious crimes as possession of ammunition and homicides, enabling our police department to more effectively deter criminals from seeking safe haven in our community. Our code enforcement team has experienced varying degrees of success that cross over different elements of our community, while successfully closing down 2 illegal marijuana dispensaries and 3 illegal gambling cafes that were operating in the city. Code enforcement also collaborates with Public Works and BurTech by participating in bi-monthly cleanup detail throughout the city. Several tons of trash were removed from 161 properties. On the operational side, a grant from California Office of Traffic Safety funded 3 new motorcycles, a new traffic trailer, 4 new radars, 4 new LiDARs, and 3 traffic data collectors to aid in enforcement and prevention activities. Keeping our Upland community up to date is important to us. We have substantially expanded the number of department personnel to post social media.
Hi, I'm Dory Ferranto, owner of Assistance Insurance Agency located in beautiful downtown Upland. In addition to being a business owner, I also have several family members that live in Upland. So my question is, do you offer any services or programs to help the residents of Upland, both young and old, remain vibrant and active?
Hi, my name is Jeanette Vagnosi and I am the City Manager for the City of Upland. 2018 and moving into 2019 have been both very challenging and very rewarding. We have experienced great change in our organization, but one thing remains the same. The City of Upland has some of the most dedicated employees you will find in every department. They are committed to providing the best services we can offer.
Last year, our energy efficiency program was completed with the installation of solar at several city facilities. This program has brought nearly $7 million in improvements, and it is all financed with the annual savings from the electricity costs. In 2018, the city recognized the many hours of volunteer service with the city. Ralph Cavallo for his overall contributions to the city, such as leading the Veterans Monument Project and the library expansion projects. And Don Boswell was recognized for his many years of service in youth sports. This tradition will continue annually. The library expansion included and closing both patios, one for the new children's reading room and one for the new Friends of the Library bookstore. While many libraries are shrinking in an age of technology, the City of Upland's library programming continues to grow, with more than 20,000 people visiting the library every month. There are programs for all ages, so please visit soon. Senior programs have also grown. Our Senior Center has expanded programs with some very successful offerings, including a Valentine's Day dance, Cinco de Mayo celebration, and a health fair. Our goal is to ensure that we provide opportunities for our seniors to actively participate in our community and lead healthy, active lives. Participation has increased by approximately 25%. Our special events have increased to include our 5K series, St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July, and the Thanksgiving Turkey Trot. Each event seems to grow, and we are averaging close to 400 participants for these events. It's just one way we promote a healthy Upland.
One of the most recognizable landmarks in our city is the Madonna of the Trail, who has stood proudly at Euclid and Foothill for 90 years. This monument is dedicated to the spirit of the pioneer women whose strength and care aided greatly in conquering the wilderness to establish permanent homes. Beyond that, for me, it symbolizes that every member of the pioneer caravans, men and women alike, were needed to work together to overcome the struggles and obstacles they faced on the trail to a better life. Upland is a strong and resilient community, and we have just shown you all the many positive things happening here. We have also faced our own struggles and challenges. I believe that, like the early pioneers, we must work together and not allow ourselves to become divided in order to continue thriving. We have been through significant change recently. For some, change is exciting, and for others, it's unsettling. What is most important is how we handle the turbulence that comes with any change. If we allow it to divide us as a council, as an organization, or as a community, it can destroy us. But I know this city. We are stronger than that. I challenge each and every one of us to set aside negativity and come together. Find healthy compromise and respect the diverse views among us. With patience, respect, and understanding, we can move forward together and shape the future of Upland. I know this because we are Upland. Thank you all. It was a great video. I'm sure the staff, the council members will be around if you have any other questions and would like more information. Just feel free to know that you can always reach out to any of us, and we would be more than happy to answer any of your questions. I would just like to thank you all for coming tonight and for your dedication to the City of Upland. Thank you again to the Chamber of Commerce, and a very special thank you to Micah, Jay, and Rocky from KSNN for producing our video. I believe Micah and Rocky there they are. So thank you so much. Beautiful job. We really appreciate it. And I would also like to thank our city manager, Jeanette Vagnozzi. Without her coordinating with the Chamber of Commerce, this evening would not be possible, so thank you very much. We have plenty of time this evening for networking and sharing ideas about our wonderful community. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and again, thank you for attending.
Thank you, Mayor Stone, for a great presentation. Again, I want to thank tonight's sponsor, Burtech Waste Industries Incorporated, San Antonio Hospital, Mountain View Chevrolet, Inland Productivity Solutions for being our top sponsors. After the program, I would like to invite all of our dignitaries up to the front here for a group photo, so don't go anywhere. Answer your questions after the photo, please. And in closing, I just want to say the Chamber's partnership with the city has been incredible over the years. I think that we've really hit some milestones from creating a great tool for economic development with the Business Concierge Program. Businesses were having a lot of trouble at the desk at City Hall getting answers. We've instituted and worked with the city manager in instituting that. The mayor and myself and the city manager have done business walks throughout the city, just talking to business owners, seeing what their issues are. And every time we have a question or a concern, we do bring it up. It may not get addressed immediately. A lot of things do take money, and sometimes they're just not possible now, but we're also hoping that they'll happen in the future. But the great part is they listen. They listen with a great ear. The city staff, we love you. The police department, you're awesome. Thank you for all you do. And the fire department, keeping us safe every day. Thank you again. I do want to thank the high school and the Boy Scouts for coming out tonight, and our great singer for the national anthem. And all of you who took the time out of your evenings just to come and join us. You may not believe the same things, you may not agree on things, but keep things civil, keep the discourse positive. If you're not working together, you're not working together for positive change. One of the things that I do at the closing of all the events that I host is a little motivation or a little saying or something. This one comes from Helen Keller. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Thank you. That does conclude the program. Feel free to network, but if I can get all the city officials and VIPs up on the stage, please.